Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. More than a bowl swag bag, there's a chance to finish with a victory in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Syracuse Orange. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I can tell you there is a lot of excitement down here on the field. The energy is electric, and it is gorgeous weather here late in the season. The sun is out, and we are looking forward to some good football. As they say, it is perfect football weather. We're going to get great.
Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the move from inside is 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Miller. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Motion from the wideout. Steve Angeli. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal. Tough run here, it's Miller. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quick toss. Touchdown, Orange. Great job by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the run from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. And now it'll be the Bison offense with its first possession of the game. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Running inside. It's Scott. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Sets his feet. It's Hayes. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside. Touchdown, Cuse. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. He's got it. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Caught behind the line. It's Collins. Got him right there. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They go play action with Angeli. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Angeli from the gun on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Orange will have to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Long way to go on 2nd down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Turning it on! And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Syracuse right back at it.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Hits inside, it's Miller. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. They give it to him again. Finding some room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Miller with the ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the tight end. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Drives inside. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And we'll start the second quarter as they try to hang up a 3 spot. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. And they'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. The run inside. It's Scott. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Setting up the screen. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Throwing Angeli. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
The 18 unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Push is ahead. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Quick give. It's Scott. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Second and long here. Sets his feet. It's Hayes. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. Angeli on the play action. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Angeli fires to the big fella. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. They're all over him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He wants to throw it. Holds on, it's Weaver.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Powers inside. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Miller. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They give it back to him. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Steve Angeli fires immediately. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Out wide left, it's Weaver. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's got it! 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Throwing Angeli. Fires into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. This will likely be the last play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Armed Forces Bowl.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Hayes. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. From the gun, it's Scott. Makes a man miss. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Second down to the air. Hauls it in. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The good news is it was complete. The bad news is not enough for the 1st down. Punt team headed out. Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. And he's got enough for the 1st down, and it'll be at the 35. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Picked off. What a play to set him up. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, North Dakota State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Straight ahead, it's Miller. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Right back to the well. Runs through the tackle. Pulled to the ground. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Right at the line. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Angeli. Out wide right, it's Weaver. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Syracuse right back at it.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. They go play action with Angeli. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Orange converted and picked up that last 1st down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. Running inside, it's Johnson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Steve Angeli. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The clock stops for the man who is slow to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Turns up, it's Coleman Williams. Oh, he's got some space. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking down the middle. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, everything on that play started off great. The offensive line gave a great pocket to the QB to survey downfield. He found the open receiver. You just got to finish the play. Receiver, you got to make that catch.
Wants to throw. It's Hayes. Under pressure. The throw. That's caught by Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Hits inside. It's Miller. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Working the ground game. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. The run inside. It's Scott. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. To the air, it's Hayes. Back's got it on the screen. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Complete on the left to Williams. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Turning it on! And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Quick give. It's Scott. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Scott. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And now it's a one-possession game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. From the gun, it's Miller. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing Angelic. Out wide right, it's Weaver. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Got a man, it's Miller. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. One possession game, getting late here, and the winner will take a great feeling into the offseason. They'll run it. Taken down. Around 4 minutes to play in this postseason battle. From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angelic makes the grab. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Breaks into the open. The 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Keeps it himself. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final run. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. From the red zone, it's Miller. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Straight ahead, it's Miller. He's dropped. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Miller with the ball. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Quick catch. He gets a pickup of 6 before stepping out of bounds to stop the clock. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On third down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it when just panicking ever really. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of